The photos start by screening a shocking island. We see a boat in the core of the sea, where a young fellow was taking pictures of 3 young ladies. Be that as it may, a shark was likewise meandering there in the water. And afterward we see an enormous shark that has 4 heads. She right away goes after the shark who was meandering there. Blood blends into the water, then, at that point, a young lady sees blood in the water and illuminates everybody. Afterward, they see the upper piece of the shark who was coming toward them. Be that as it may, rather than being apprehensive, the kid takes photos of her. However, that shark was moving toward them rapidly. In some time, she goes after their boat, and in one strike she ate them in the wake of killing them. In the wake of emerging from the water, we see the 4-headed shark. Her size hushed up greater than others. Then, at that point, we see a police headquarters where an official whose name was real. It's just a camera, nothing else. On seeing that camera they got to know about the 4-headed shark. By seeing this they got stunned. They imagine this 4-headed shark might have killed them. The officers were surprised. Is there such type of shark? Officers plan to meet with an army doctor named Angie. Angie has lots of information about the sea creatures. Officers shows Angie the picture of 4-headed shark. They ask Angie, is there such type of shark exists? On seeing the picture the senior doctor informed them there is no such type shark. Might be picture is edited. Angie also confirmed the same. Both the senior doctors are on the boat with their 4 colleagues. The doctor informs the other about the plan. 4-headed sharks exists in nature and I am going to catch her. Doctor's water tank is not working properly, not getting enough visit. Senior doctor is facing huge loss and if I have 4-headed shark in my tank, I will get a huge profit from my water tank, huge crowd will visit. They depart to catch that shark on their ship. They decide to wait for shark on water. Finally, after smelling blood, the 4-headed shark approaches them. The camera which was placed on the ship was broke up during shark attack. Shark attacks the ship and takes one doctor companion with her. Shark took him in the sea and eat him. Seeing this, the other companions on the boat become afraid. The 2 officers Sterling and his colleague they arrived there. Doctor informs Sterling that our one companion is killed by a fish attack. Sterling shows the picture of 4-headed shark and confirms, is this the same? The officers shocked when they hear yes from them. The officers decide to stop people's arrival in this sea. In next scene we see the shark finding her new victim. Fisherman arrives in same sea to do some fishing. Shark attack his ship terribly and she turns her boat down. Fisherman falls in sea and shark attack him and eat him quickly. On the other day we see that Angie and other doctor were convincing their fellow to catch that shark. But the companions were in deep shock with their companion's death. However, they agreed on this. They all reached a place where all ships were placed. Here they meet with a shark hunter. This shark hunter was good friend of Dr. Angie. They like each other. All depart form there on their boats to catch that shark. We see a study team in the sea who came here to investigate something. One of a girl team member, she got separated from others in the sea. Shark plots her and attacked and eat her completely. Later in a scene we see another boat with some peoples on board. They see a whale waving her tail in sea. They begin to take some pictures. But the bloody shark arrives attacking on whale and killing her. The peoples on the boat got amazed on seeing this. They immediately inform the police about the incident. Sterling also hears this news and rushed immediately to catch the shark. Shark was approaching towards the ship. On seeing this, the ship owner decide to took ship towards the shore. Sterling also arrives with his 2 companions to help them. The boat owner rescue one by one from his ship. An officer with Sterling looks shark approaching them. He opened fire from his gun but the shark attacked him and killed him. Now the shark headed towards the shark hunter ship. They were ready for the attack because they want to fix a tracker on her body. The shark comes out from water to attack them. Shark hunter hits the shark with his gun to fix the tracker. The tracker was fixed, but the shark was very quick. She attacks again, and this time one of their companion was victim. She took her into the water and eats her completely. They are very upset because they lost their two companions in this shark chase. In a scene we see that shark's tail begin to change. Instead of tail there is a new head because she eats a shark in the past. Shark is now five-headed shark. In the wake of rising up out of the ocean, they come to the water tank spot of the senior specialist. Real has likewise come to help them. One of their associates ends up being incensed at the senior specialist. As a result of him, their two sidekicks and numerous different blameless people have lost their lives. That is the reason he moves toward him to go after him. However, the shark tracker stops him. On the opposite side, many individuals have come to the shore to partake in the waves. Subsequent to seeing an enormous number of individuals there, the shark likewise comes there. Furthermore, starts to go after them individually. In the wake of seeing this horrendous scene, individuals start to run from the shore. Hearing this, Authentic arrives at there in the wake of taking many individuals. From the examination, he discovers that the shark has eaten 5 individuals. Also, harms many individuals. In the wake of knowing this, Dr. Angie feels terrible and ends up being irate. She chooses not to leave the shark yet rather kill her at any expense. Thus, she lets everybody know that the shark takes off from the dolphin sound. Thus, in the wake of playing the dolphin sound on the speaker, will send the shark to the next place. There will detonate her with the bomb, and they arrive at the beach. Also, talk about their further arrangement. They have 3 speakers, and with their use, they'll take the shark on the opposite side. Authentic and his partners go with their boat alongside the police transport. Subsequent to pushing forward, both of the boats separate from one another. In this way, they can put the speaker perfectly located, and the senior specialist apologizes to all. It is all my shortcoming, and this all happened as a result of me. I'm embarrassed and kindly excuse me. I've been eager to save my water tank. Afterward, Angie drops the speaker into the water. However, the shark heads down some unacceptable path in the wake of listening to its sound. The shark heads off to some place else as opposed to where they needed to send her. That spot was excessively near Real's boat. Real learns due to the tracker that the shark is moving toward their boat. Out of nowhere, they quit getting the shark's sign. Since the shark has shown up under their boat, Authentic Buddy starts to track down her in the wake of taking the firearm. Seeing this, the shark hits their boat hard. Along these lines, his sidekick falls into the water subsequent to being imbalanced. Afterward, the shark tears her body into pieces subsequent to going after her and eats her. Real discharged his weapon to save his companion, yet it was past the point of no return. It was pointless, and subsequent to eating her the shark approaches Real to eat him. In the wake of going after the boat, she breaks the wings of the boat and it stops there. Real illuminates the shark tracker about the ongoing circumstance by means of radio. The shark tracker advises Real to toss the fish's blood toward our boat. I'll see that he does that precisely, and he tosses the fish's blood toward them. Accordingly, the shark leaves Real, and starts to go toward their boat. Seeing the shark moving toward them, the tracker says, "She is coming, be ready." In the interim, the tracker eliminates from the shark's body. Also, they think the shark has left some place on the way. Subsequent to tossing the bombs into the water, they start to sit tight for the shark. Afterward, the shark comes there. As she was going to eat that bomb, another ordinary shark eats that bomb. They imagine that the 5-headed shark has eaten the bomb. Thus, the shark tracker presses a button from a gigantic blast hits. The shark attacks pieces. They become glad that they have freed of the shark. Their joy was not last yearning. In the meantime, we see the 5-headed shark in the water. that was alive and was eating the shark's tissue. That furiously moves toward their boat. In the wake of going after the boat, she breaks its wings, and the boat breaks. The shark tracker illuminates real about this and asks him for help. According to he, "Okay, sit back and relax, I'll call a police helicopter for help." The shark raises a ruckus around town hard and a young lady falls into the water. Seeing this, her companion bounces into the water to save her. Afterward, both start to come into the boat in the wake of swimming, however the shark was behind them. She was quickly pursuing them and comes to them in a brief period. Seeing this, the senior specialist tosses a weapon at the shark and she goes from that point. Unintentionally, the rope joined to the weapon traps the specialist's feet. What's more, brings him into the water, however the shark was at that point sitting tight for him in the water. She eats him in the wake of going after him. Everybody becomes apprehensive and thinks their number will be the following. She'll not leave us, but rather the shark tracker lets them know subsequent to giving them a firearm. We shouldn't surrender too soon. We'll stop the shark, yet on the off chance that we're bound to be killed, we'll experience her. Afterward, the shark starts to move toward their boat for going after them. Seeing this, the shark tracker requests that everybody fire and the shark becomes apprehensive. Her consideration redirects and she goes to the opposite side. Afterward, they see their salvage police helicopter has shown up. As the helicopter was moving toward them, the shark hops potential gain. Also, subsequent to going after the helicopter, she brings it into the water. She was moving. The shark tracker in the wake of hopping into the water puts the snare with the shark. That has bombs connected, as the shark disappears from the boat. An enormous blast hits, and everybody befuddles to see this. Since they think the shark tracker has additionally kicked the bucket with the shark. Afterward, subsequent to coming from the water, he comes into the boat. He was alive and everybody becomes glad to see him. Afterward, he embraces Angie and asks her, "Will you wed me?" They like one another. In this way, she cheerfully consents to wed. Eventually, they all were glad that they'd battled the dangerous shark boldly, and killed her. The film closes with this. Thanks for watching.